Hey, DJ Dan here with this first episode of this podcast vlog, audio blog, whatever you want to call it. And currently I'm at work, but I like to make sure I get this out to the public as I'm thinking of it. So I've been DJing technically on and off for 15 years, 16 years. And learned a lot over those years of pitfalls where half my stuff went down, and just I never advertised and never fully pushed it because for the most part over most of those years I had to have a regular full-time income, and that trumped the funness of being a DJ. It was a fun side business, fun side money, but it doesn't help you, build up the equipment you need to battle some of these big guys in the neighborhoods. But I know as an entertainer, I'm pretty high up against some of these guys. But I'm not tooting my own horn any more than I have to on that spec. So we're going to go into what DJing is about. It's about entertaining the crowd, entertaining the customer. Because at a wedding, the customer is mainly one person, the bride. Because as much as it's the mother of the bride, and father of the bride, and mother of the groom, and father of the groom day, to their money, if that bride doesn't have the most spectacular day of her life, or the DJ ruins that by any stretch of the imagination. I mean, there's not many ways you can do it, and there are, you can say the wrong words and all that and other things, but we're not going to say that they do it. It's picking the right music. It's letting the right people speak, stopping the wrong people from speaking, and not overly speaking yourself outside of what you have to say, and outside of, a few little odds and ends. Because for the most part, you are there as a well-educated radio. And you get them dancing. You are the voice that gets them. Sometimes you are the body that gets them. And I try not to become the life of the party. But right near the end, I do take it upon myself to add, to make sure that, these people are ready to dance and have a good time and celebrate the lovely couple tonight. And at that point, hopefully the bride and groom have already said all their hellos and aspects like that, and they're able to get up on the floor and dance and move around. Sometimes a wedding is the most busy night of that couple's life. They'll never be as busy as they are that night, kissing hands and saying hello, goodbyes, and catching up with families that they haven't seen. A lot of the weddings I've been at, the bride and groom barely get much more than their dancing and those special dances together with family members. So again, that's why those dances are very important, and getting those right are quite essential to the whole experience for the bride and the groom. So just a little aspect of the business that sometimes you don't think of until it's too late to think of it. But I always thought of who the night is about and what parts of the night are key to the success of what it is we do. For the most part, like I said, we are glorified radio announcers. But the more entertaining we are, the more glory we can get. Now, as I said, equipment sometimes matters. I mean, as long as you can cover up the mixing board and all that, I mean, as long as it can pump up enough power and enough audio and stuff. I mean, you want to have good lights, you want to have, like I said, loud enough audio systems, and the rest you can work around. But like I said, I've never been able to upgrade much of my stuff due to the fact that the first half of my career's equipment went up in flames at a bar one night when I wasn't there, because I had it there because I was going to be there the next night. But a fire broke out in the kitchen and my stuff was in the closet, and well, I should say that's it for that. But like I said, I still had the most important parts, the music and music. A couple of the speakers left, so I was able to partially keep going in the business. And part-time plays, I was only charging $100 a day when I was doing that 2 or 3 nights a week. So it was, like I said, a side money to go along with my $400 a week job. So I probably technically could have charged him more and just not had done another job, but I had child support and a lot of other things to pay, but you'll learn more about all the child support parts if you read the other rounds, which is about fatherhood. So I'm a very busy mind. My mind is always moving quicker than I can catch up with it. Like I said, the noises you're going to hear here, like the banging and clanging, is me moving stacks of bread around at my job. I'm a bread man by trade, by job, so that's how that is. But I do DJ here and there, and got a couple weddings coming and a couple parties coming up. And like I said, humble setups, but I know how to do the position that I'm hired for without overcharging people. Because I don't believe we're, like I said, sometimes worth as much as, I mean, I'm worth more than I charge, but I try to keep it that way, or I'm over providing and undercharging, because then you get tips and stuff that outweigh what you would charge. Now that's just proper way sometimes. Sometimes you sell things at the proper cost, and you'll get the rewards of doing so afterwards. But that's just my belief on it. Now, like I said, when I first talking about how I've been doing it for 16 years, the first gig I ever had, I didn't have roughly any equipment. So this lady's mother, my first wedding, they're still together, her and husband. So I'm 5 for 5 with the weddings I've done. I know I've only done 5 weddings. So that's 5 weddings that I've DJed my own equipment and stuff. I've assisted with numerous other weddings, but I've only DJed it 4, and then my weddings at 5. I didn't DJ it, but I count that as being 5 for 5. Because 4 for 4 just, but 5 for 5 sounds great. Now, right now I'm still thinking of that first story, because if that lady never put her credit on the line for me, 1, her daughter probably wouldn't have had a DJ for her wedding, and 2, I wouldn't be DJing because I wouldn't have had equipment to do the work. Now, she put her Radio Shack credit card on the line for me, but let me spend $700 to get CD player, record players, microphones, mixing board, 2 speakers, just to make sure I covered that wedding for her daughter. I mean, I paid it all back, so technically I didn't get paid for that wedding. But, like I said, it started me on to pass up DJing again. I was technically only 8. I was only 18 when I did that wedding. I was working at McDonald's at the time, and that was prior to kids. And right then was when I was thinking of, putting it in the car and taking off, and the same old that people used to try to do, go to California with their guitar and go try to make it big. I didn't want to make it big. I just wanted to be able to go enjoy life. Not saying I haven't enjoyed life. I've enjoyed life, and I enjoy being a parent and a father now, especially now I'm 33 and married for 2 years, and just enjoying life. Like I said, I've done bars, and I still go out and karaoke, I still play karaoke, I still try to do everything I can. Like I said, without the money to freaking put into the equipment, sometimes people look and go, hey, he's only half-assing it. I only half-ass the equipment because I don't have the money, even from the gigs that I make. Most of that money goes right to regular bills and trying to catch up with how my life has become. But I'm slowly getting out of that where I can put money into from time to time. But like I said, that also would come with charging people more. But like I said, working with this other DJ and doing his stuff sometimes, it makes me better money. And consider it. Sometimes working that way, working with another DJ, especially one who's been in the business for twice as long as you have, you can grow with him, so you can, when he goes to retire, you can continue on, and then you can become just a full-time DJ, which is still a part-time DJ in the long run. Because how many DJs except for if they're on the radio, DJ full-time. There's no such thing as a DJ who DJs 40 hours a week. Well, maybe it says 10 gigs, 4 hours a week. Club DJs probably do DJ quite a bit. But for this part, we're just going to say we do about 3 or 4 gigs a week, and we make a good, well-off part-time income. But again, that comes from the years of putting in some extra work and extra time. And this is just the beginning, just an introduction to myself and what I've done and what I believe DJing is about. You'll see in this podcast and on these blogs that where I speak to other DJs and give more insight to top hits and what's going on, and maybe even get interviews with those as I grow with artists and what they've done toward the DJ market and the DJ world, that if it's helped or hindered them in the long run. I mean, for most artists, I believe DJs have been very helpful in building up artists, especially if you once in a while play a song that isn't huge already. So that way you introduce maybe some of the people to that artist, new artists, old artists. Because back in the day, when you can pay the DJ at a radio station to play your songs, I mean, those were fun days, and Paul Simon was there to drop records off, and hopefully if the DJ liked the song, where we had control of different things, then the DJ would play the record on the air, and they would make some good money. So nowadays it's owned by the record company for the most part, or people who have very, very, very deep pockets that are corporately ran. But enough about that belief on that aspect of the world of music. I'm not fully into that too far, so I can't fully be the one to tell you about that. But I might introduce someone who will. So, stay tuned and enjoy as DJ Dan, NEPA